Hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So we have this beautiful 2023 Bronco two-door. So this is cool. It's in for one of our stage 2 audio upgrades. This has the B&O upgraded stereo, and the client is still not happy with it. He doesn't necessarily need it to be crazy loud or anything, but it just sounds so bad. So we're gonna be upgrading the entire system with one of our stage 2 upgrades, which consists of the front speakers, kick panels, rear pods, so that we're gonna upgrade from a 4-inch to a 6.5, and a better subwoofer. All plug and play, and we're gonna do something a little different on this one. We're gonna do the enclosure in the factory location, where the factory location is in the vehicle, and we're just gonna upgrade it to an 8-inch and run a ton more power to it. I mean, the truck is amazing, but with these tires, the lift, once the top's off, there's no way you're gonna hear the stock stereo, right? That B&O upgrade just isn't gonna cut it. All right, so just wanted to show you. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's Bang & Olufsen, it's the premium audio, it's great, it sounds amazing, right? Well, I wanna show you what you're getting so that you understand why it's worth changing. So this is the stock enclosure. So I mean, it's just thin plastic. I mean, literally, it's probably that thick. This is the amazing woofer that you get with the system, right? Not, right? But check this out. Paper. So it's paper, foam, and then look at how thin this sheet metal is, right? And then the most amazing part is, this is the magnet. So this is the magnet that allows us the power, how much power we can feed this driver. Just take a look at that. This is the magnet. This is the magnet on this driver, right? So this magnet is almost the size of this actual driver itself. So just imagine how much power we can put through this bad boy versus how much power we can put through this, right? There's only so much you're gonna get out of a magnet this big before you blow the driver. This is why you can't get anything out of this. Plus, the build is just horrible. If you look at this, it's a cast basket. I mean, look at how thick that is. The reason that's important is when you're running bass, the more rigid the frame is, the better the output, right? So this one, obviously, the frame is just super thin, but for the amount of power, that's more than enough, right? But when we're gonna run big power, we want a heavy basket. So again, just to show you the difference, and I mean, you can't see weight, but you can imagine. This thing weighs probably 4 or 5 times what this weighs, right? So again, just so you can understand what the difference is between a stock speaker and an upgraded system. And then also, I want to show you, this is the stock B&O amplifier. So this is what runs, it actually doesn't even run the entire system. It runs most of the system. There's another part of it that runs like some of the speakers on the dash. If you look at this, look at how that big that is, and then the size of it. So the other thing is, if you see those pins, they're tiny. So basically, this is the pin on there. The reason that's important is the amount of current or the amount of power that we can get into this amp. So with the power and ground being that tiny, there's only so much you're gonna be able to get out of that amplifier. It's just not physically possible for it to do big power because the wires are just so thin. We'll show you on the amp in the car. One, the thickness of the amp, I mean, the amp that we're using is that big, and it's obviously a bigger footprint, but it runs a 4-gauge cable. So 4 gauge is, I mean, literally that big. The cable size on this is 18 gauge, which is basically that. We'll show you a quick comparison of a piece of 4 gauge and a piece of 8 gauge. The amount of power I can get through, amount of power and current I can get through a 4 gauge is way more than I can get through an 18 gauge no matter what, right? So a lot of it has to do with the wiring, the construction, size of the magnets. I mean, there's a lot involved in a really big system. So this is 18 gauge, that's 4 gauge. And if you could see the amount of copper that's in a piece of 18 gauge versus the amount of copper that's in a piece of 4 gauge, I mean, it's not even close, right? So just, this is what's typically on an amplifier like this. Sometimes they have as big as like 10 gauge, but it's, depends on the system, but we're running 4 gauge. So we can push a lot more power and a lot more current through this wire than we ever could through this. All right, so this replaces the B&O subwoofer that came with this truck. And as you can see, it's an 8-inch driver, night and day difference. Right? And so we have this bracket here. It is a 2-piece bracket because for it to fit in this space, the amp barely fits with the stock panel on here. So we made a plate. It's a 2-part plate of composite, and then this has this aluminum bracket that bolts to the stock locations. There's another pickup point here where it picks up the stock location. This is our power, and this is our ground. As you can see, it's all flex braided. The panel will go back on. You won't even be able to tell that it was in there. We also deaden around the sub enclosure. This keeps it from vibrating so that it kind of snugs it into place. So these are the rear pods. So the factory comes with this thing, which is a 4-inch driver. So paper cone, again, very, very basic plastic basket. Nothing, I mean, there's only so much sound you're gonna get out of that. So what we're doing is we're replacing it with these aftermarket pods, and we're putting in a 6.5-inch driver with an actual tweeter. So we're gonna get much more output out of this enclosure. The nice thing is it still bolts up exactly like the factory. So here, this is the way they go. So it follows the same basic shape, except obviously it allows us to put in a 6.5-inch driver. And then we also, on these, we do deaden them because the factory is just, so we deaden them to give us a better sound out of the speaker itself. But as you can see, the size-wise, this is a 4-inch, this is a 6.5. So much more surface area. We can feed it much more power, and the fact that we have an actual tweeter. There is no tweeter on this driver whatsoever. So it's in essence just a mid-range driver that they're playing at full range, but the speaker cannot physically play it because there's no tweeter. So without the tweeter, you're not getting any of that detail. So again, this is the B&O upgrade. All right, so we want to show you. So these are great, but they're still plastic. So just to give us a little bit better sound, we do a couple things. We deaden it, and it also seals off some of the openings in the plastic. We put this denim material in there, which tricks the speaker into believing that it's a much bigger enclosure and allows us to get a better sound out of the speaker itself. So as you can see, this is the stock driver, and then this is the aftermarket. Much bigger magnet, tweeter, everything built in. And now this will drop in, and then we also foam seal the driver. So it's on this one, if you can take a peek. It's hard to see, but there's a foam gasket. So that makes sure that this speaker seals to this enclosure. All right, so these are the rear pods installed. So they bolt to a factory location, and then there's a cover. It'll look as if it came with the vehicle, but we have a 6.5-inch driver versus a 4-inch driver. All right, and so as you can see in the kick here, we now have a 6.5 with one of our composite adapters. And as you can see, it's deadened behind it, and the speaker has a seal to the plate as well. So now all that is completely sealed off. And in the dash, we also have another set of coaxes. We have a 4-inch. So this way we get a ton more volume out of it. All right, and so just to show you again, we love to use circuit breakers instead of fuse holders wherever possible, because the circuit breaker, in the event that the car needs to go to the dealership or you need to disable the system, you just push a button, the leg pops out, and you're done. Where otherwise you have to take it apart, pull the fuse, and then that's the only way to disconnect power. And dealers do not like to touch aftermarket equipment. But I can tell the client or the mechanic to just press the button, and now the system is completely disengaged from the vehicle as far as power and ground goes. So they can do any diagnostic that they want. And again, we label all of our connections with this red heat shrink. So we're picking up a stock lug here, and Hondo's got it over there right now, but we're picking up a stock lug here, and the breaker's mounted to this bracket. So now everything is super neat, super clean. You would never know that this car has an audio upgrade short of that breaker. Right, so just wanted to show you the final result. So everything is bolted in. This is our pack module, which integrates into the B&O. This is what allows us to retain all the functionality of the vehicle. This is our wiring, so this is our ground cable. This is all the RCAs, so you can see it's all in this braided looming. The amp is physically mounted to these two mounting points, and then there's another mounting point behind here. The enclosure is mounted through the enclosure, plus we also added this bracket just to give it a little bit more rigidity. And then we deadened around the subwoofer itself to help eliminate some of the vibration and the rattling. But the panel will go back on. We'll show you that in a little bit. Panel goes right back on. And I mean, other than the grill, obviously, because the grill is, we have to change the grill in order to get more output out of the space. You can't tell that the vehicle's been modified. And the sound is just incredible. I mean, just over the stock stereo, you will not believe the difference in how much this simple setup makes in this car. So as you can see, so this is the grill that we were talking about. By using this grill, it allows more bass to come out. So rear pods, amplifier lives in that corner. It looks completely stock and the output is just ridiculous. All right, so the other cool thing we did for Tom is we put in this Midland CV. Hey Tom, you copy?
Yeah, this is a test here for the CV sub.
I copy, Tom, loud and clear.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, I got you too.
Beautiful, perfect, love it.
Thank you.